Our Catholic bishops in Mexico are expressing their concern over the influence of drug cartels and organized crime in the months-long election process that started last week. In a statement before the start of early voting, the Mexican Bishops' Conference made a plea for law enforcement to, quote, guarantee protection and an environment of peace. In addition to electing a successor to President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, Mexico also is voting for state and federal representatives and senators and dozens of other elected officials. The final day of voting is June 2nd. We recently spoke with an analyst based in Mexico. For analysis, we now turn to Alicia Galván López, fellow for U.S.-Mexico relations at the Texas Public Policy Foundation. She is based in Mexico City. Alicia, great to be with you today. Tell us more about the message from Mexico's bishops, and have they done anything like this for previous elections?
Hi, how are you? It's my pleasure to be here with you and talking about the Mexican elections, and especially about what you said, the bishop, a message that they gave us from the last weeks about the insecurity in our country. Well, let me tell you that 2024 is a year of transcendence for Mexico, as one of the largest elections in the country history we will take place on. Now, democracy, the rule of law, freedom, and the governability of the country are in risk in the run-up to this election to several factors, because López Obrador is continuously attacked against the National Electoral Institute and the Electoral Tribunal because of the role that the organized crime may play in favor of Morena and its impact that is really clear. The actual president is in the side of the organized crime, the social polarization, and also because you also have elections right now in the United States.
Alicia, you also mentioned the concerns over the influence of the drug cartels and organized crime. How do some of the candidates, how do they stand on that issue?
Well, I want to start with this topic. The three presidential candidates right now represent all the left ideas. Claudia Sheinbaum of Morena, Xochitl Gálvez of Frente Amplio, and Jorge Álvarez of Movimiento Ciudadano. Maybe the only difference that they have is that Claudia Sheinbaum from Morena also represent the same ideas as Andrés Manuel López Obrador, the strategic of abrazos no balazos, no, and the impunity with the organized crime. On the other side, Xochitl Gálvez and Jorge Álvarez said that they are against the organized crime and that the country needs a new policy against the organized crime.
We're almost out of time, but quickly, Alicia, can you tell us, for viewers that aren't in Mexico right now, what would you want them to know about these upcoming elections in your country?
Well, unfortunately, no one of the candidates represent, as I told you, the conservatism ideas. No, the three candidates are leftists with all the populist proposals. All three support abortion, the LGBT agenda, feminism, transgender children. They are all globalist and believe in the 23 agenda. Now, we know that we require a real alternative, committed candidates with a clear policy proposal to fight hard against organized crime, to put an end to corruption and the impunity, to reduce poverty in our country, to eliminate all public policies and law that respond to the gender ideology, to urgently resolve the humanitarian and the security crisis that today afflicts the border, no, due to illegal migration. We need a government that complies with its international agreements, that joins efforts with countries that defend freedom and democracy against communists, and all this against socialist dictatorships and all these socialist ideas that right now are destroying our country.
Well, Alicia, thank you so much for your time and for weighing in. We really appreciate it. God bless you.